Look, a bear! That video is from Heated Hunts. Let's talk about what you do when you see a bear. First, I want to give you a little background on me. I've spent my entire adult life working in the mountains, but when I was quite young, I worked fish habitat, doing surveys in Alaska on salmon creeks. And we would run into bears every single day, sometimes many bears. They're in the creek hunting for fish. And we got pretty good at managing our security and safety around bears. There's a handful of things that you should know. It is very unusual to be attacked by a bear. Most bears just don't see humans as prey most of the time. And in most cases, they're just not that dangerous. They are a hazard, but they're not that dangerous. Here's some quick statistics. On average, there's about 40 brown bear attacks that happen around the world every year. Brown bears are often also referred to as grizzly bears. The odds of being attacked by a bear at Yellowstone National Park is about 1 in 2.1 million. Appalachian Trail bear attack statistics reveal estimates of about one fatal bear attack to occur every 8 to 10 years, and those are black bears. The U.S. state that has the most bear attacks is Alaska. Most bear attacks occur because the bear feels protective or threatened. That's the whole don't get between the mother and a cub thing. A 3-year study of 92 bear attacks in North America saw that about half of them included a dog. So what do you do if you see a bear? The very first thing is to make sure that the bear knows you're there. Yell at it. That's it. Yell at it, sing a song. Almost always the bear will run away. Almost always. And I can say in hundreds of bear encounters, I've only had one encounter where the bear didn't run away. It lumbered away slowly. Other than that, every bear I've ever encountered, which is several hundred, ran away. Sometimes bears do charge, and sometimes they're mock charges. One theory is that if you are wearing a hat, you can throw it sideways and the bear will go for the hat. Most of these charges are mock charges and the bear stops. If the bear doesn't stop, there's a couple of theories about what to do if you're getting mauled. With brown bears, grizzly bears, you're supposed to play dead. It's pretty hard to do if you're being mauled, of course. With black bears, you're supposed to fight back. Black bears are certainly smaller, and they also, are more likely to eat carrion, so playing dead isn't such a good idea. Let's talk about countermeasures. Some people in a previous video have stated, oh, I carry a knife for a bear. There are some cases where that's worked, but it's pretty rare that a mauling and the use of a knife is going to actually stomp the bear. That's almost unheard of. It's not unheard of, but it's almost unheard of. The big controversy is around bear spray versus some kind of a firearm. The theory behind the use of a firearm, if you're in this venue, is that your actually first shot isn't even at the bear. You shoot in the air and it scares the bear away. One of the common practices, I'm not sure if it's a best practice, but a common practice is to have a shotgun that has buckshot in the first shot and then a slug in the second shot and so on. The idea being that while buckshot can certainly kill a human, it may not kill a bear. You don't really want to kill the bear. Obviously, if you shoot the buckshot in the air and then the bear's charging you and you're shooting the bear with a slug, that bear's going to die. Maybe. Maybe not. And the maybe not part is part of the problem. The research shows that bear spray is a more effective deterrent. It requires less expertise. And the other piece of it is that a firearm, whether it's a rifle or a handgun, you may not be able to get in time because most commonly these attacks happen suddenly and you don't actually know the bear is there. This is compounded by the fact that you may be in a situation where your partner is being attacked. And whether it's you or your partner, being attacked, you have to aim that gun at the bear to stop it. And so if your arm is being chewed off, the arm that you're supposed to be shooting the bear with, that might not work out. And now you're trying to shoot with the other hand or reach it. This is where bear spray works really well. If you're being eaten or your partner is being eaten, you can still spray the bear. And it doesn't matter. If you miss, so what? If you get a face full of bear spray, who cares? It's a far more effective way to get rid of a bear. And I have sprayed bear spray before, and the wind blew it back on me and it hit me. It was a thing. Think that unless you are really, 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 really well trained with a gun, i.e. you grew up with them and you're a hunter, you're probably not going to be able to manage a bear with a gun. Carrying a gun on a through hike is just dumb. We're like cutting off the ends of our, toothbrushes. Carrying a gun to a high altitude climbing trip is dumb. That said, there are places where carrying a gun is a best practice. The Alaska in polar bear territory, and in brown bear territory, most people will carry a gun and bear spray as well. But in other venues where there aren't brown bears, bear spray tends to be the best practice.